PPM TV, back with another reaction. And you know what? Big up to the artist, you know. From day one, I've always wanted to post his interviews. This has always been a plan. Like, I've struggled, like literally, I went my whole childhood, obviously, in and out of prison and that, but I used to look up to South London, man, all the time. I remember back in the day, I'd be on Google, just looking up PDC members like Hammer's death, seeing what the papers say, seeing what they say. I remember like loads of little things. I remember when DVS got mixed up in Big Brother and that, and I was just like little things and that. And like, I never thought that someone like the artist, don't get me wrong, these podcast people, they're all, I like Margs, I like Young Spray, they're all doing their thing. But the artist is the artist. That's his name for a fucking reason. Honestly, I rate that guy more than anybody. This guy, like, what a lot of people need to understand is South London, like, I'm from Oxford. But when I was younger, apart from Joe Blacks, back in 05 when I was about 15, the only people we knew were South London, man. Like, literally, like, I don't know where Paige was from, but Paige, SMS, ROADZ. And apart from the Grime Stars, with Mike JLC, Joe Blacks, other than the Grime Stars and them two, there weren't no one else I knew about, you know what I mean? And to see fucking my man just go around and get everyone's story and journey, there's so many rappers. Ignore the face mask, innit? Long story, lost the denture, and I'm getting it fixed. So that's, the face mask is gonna be there, you get me? But real recognise real, man, the artist is sick. He's got all these real motherfuckers that, like, when you think about it, all these people, like, I was in and out of jail, robbing. First it was the robbing game, the car stealing game, then it was Class A. But funny enough, I was still robbing when I was doing, like, shot in Class A. But the end of the day is, like, I weren't listening to Guy Mattis. I was listening to the rawest shit. I was listening to R.A.W., Bullets from the Mac 10 will smother you. And I was listening to, like, you know, Bang Bang Anywhere and that. And, like, I've always wanted to see their journeys. Like, all these, man, even the people that ain't rappers. And the artist has made it happen. And, like, what happened was, anyway, before I get into this, I was like, I'm going to get enough views first before I start posting the artist. Because I want to, like, you know what I mean? I want people to see it. I got to 10k subs, started getting my views in, wrote a little Zionist thing, because obviously I'm a Free Palestine supporter like always. My account got deleted, so then I went to go back up and I thought, fuck that, I'm just going to do that. And then some pussy over here, whoever it was, go suck your mother, and I'm being real. They fucking fucked around with the artist, and he had to get his, if you notice, I think, it says re-uploaded, because his YouTube got hacked. So then mine gets deleted, then his gets hacked. So then I just waited a few months for it to get back up to the top. Now it's back up with these videos, I'm going to start reacting to them, man. But yeah, man, whoever fucking hacked his account, you're just clowns. Because nobody's doing this. Like, I rate Spray. Spray's doing the baddest interviews, but not like my man. My man's not, like, yeah, he's keeping it Brixton, not just Brixton, he is doing other artists, but Brixton is where, like, but literally, no offence, but I'm not going to lie, if I listen to Northman and that, like, if I fuck with, like, more North style, I probably would have had a better career, I might have had more money and that, but literally, like, Oxford, all I know is Oxford, Reading, all them lot, they were fucking with South London, man, back when gigs, even before gigs was famous, I'm talking 05, 06, like gigs, like the SM1 before gigs has come, you had fucking SMS, you had all these, man, and that's all Oxford was fucking with. Other than the fake people listening to grime, but all these robbers, mate, they were straight PDC and that, but yeah. Anyways, we got someone like Dennis Reynolds. It feels like I know his name, but like I said, I like doing my research, especially now as well, like, you know what I mean, so I can't wait for this. Feel like I know his name, I'm not sure if I do. Let me just make sure my shit's still, yeah, the other day my fucking YouTube was just not kept freezing on me, so I was just making sure, my OBS. But yeah, that's running straight, so yeah, we got this, man. PPM TV, make sure you hit that sub button. all of the artist videos are getting done, like bit by bit. They're all like an hour to 2 hours long, so it's gonna take a while, but I'm not missing a video, mate. I can't fucking wait. The artists, thank you for making this happen. All you people that rate this old, like this our generation of this UK street music, like the people that the hardest has put on this channel, honestly, if it wasn't for fucking them, man, the music would be different. Like, I've seen the artists and I'm just getting so excited, like, oh, I just want to watch Judges, I just want to watch RAs, but I'm gonna be patient and do it the real way, even if I have to do people I don't know, because these people, I want to take everybody's journey from Brixton, Peckham, all that, and then put it all together, because I can't know, you know what I mean, you can't believe one person. So yeah, let's get into this. Oh, I can't wait.
So we want to ask you now, what would you say to anybody who says, listen, we don't care how positive you've been over there, how many years.
Yeah.
We don't care about how good you are at cutting hair.
Yeah.
We don't care that you're spreading the good words.
Yeah.
You started something that has continuously had an impact on the youths from that generation to this.
I'm guessing he must have been a real boss. I think this is called, I remember looking at the link, this episode must be called the Mr. Untouchable. He must have been like one of the untouchable people on Brixton. Like, come on, he must be on this thing.
The Untouchables is one of the most named gangs when youths remember back.
Oh, it was an actual gang, it was actually a gang. Sheesh.
What was.
Yeah, nice.
So you had a big impact in what the youths.
I don't remember that name, Untouchables. They weren't rapping, were they? I'm trying to think. I don't remember. I'll be real with you. I don't remember. I remember a lot of rappers from fucking Brixton or gang members that people won't remember, but I don't remember this.
So on now, we're looking at you at that and saying to you, listen, you started something, and in our eyes, that's all we're gonna ever see. What do you say to them people? Being rolled in any way. You could have been a gunman, a drug man, a knife man,
easily.
A hustler.
We're gonna get into all this. I'm just skipping it just because we're gonna watch it anyway, you know what I mean? Wait, has it started?
We're going to start this way back at the beginning. But before we start, we want to put something on you. Obviously, we're out here looking for the realness.
Yeah, the truth.
Yeah. Everybody says they got the realness, and then someone will watch an interview and say they're telling us a load of rubbish. So we're asking you first, when we give these questions to you, are you going to give us the best of your knowledge, what was real at the time?
Absolutely, 100%.
Okay then, let's get on with it.
He seems like a positive chap, and I'm not saying like when you're positive you ain't got nothing to lose. You ain't gonna lie and act like you're greedier than someone you're not, because you're positive now. That shit don't care with you. You know what I mean? So yeah.
We're going to start back at the childhood. We want to know, you yourself, what was the first thing you ever saw violence-wise as a young youth growing up? And what impact did that have on your mind through the years you was growing up?
The first violence I witnessed as a young guy was from a travel to Jamaica.
Yeah.
I was 6 months in this country, lived in Jamaica for 2 years. And I saw 2 brothers, they were neighbours. And I saw them one morning when I going to school. And they're fighting each other. And the older one pulled out a knife and started slicing his younger brother. Back then, being 6, 7, I mean, that was just vicious to me. More so it's not that, 2 brothers fighting. I'll never forget that.
And what did that do to you, like, as you was growing up in the roads?
That is nuts though. 2 brothers just shanked each other, man. Kids, bro. He didn't say how old they were, but I guess they weren't that old.
Seeing what's going on, what did that do to your mind state?
I was very aware of that. You know, your closest friend, your family member would kill you. Seeing that, I go, oh, I mean, brothers actually, oh man, I can't even explain it. You have to see it at the age of 6, 7. You know, those 2 brothers, and they're going at it like they want to kill each other. That's terrifying.
6, 7 years old. 6 or 7 and they're going at it. Wow.
So being as you give us that story, funny enough, the next question goes on towards you and your brother. Obviously we know you had more than one brother, but we're talking on you and your twin.
Yeah.
What was you two like growing up as kids? What sort of things did you get into on each other? Not out there on the road, between each other. Who was on top when the fights happened, when the arguments happened? What was it like growing up knowing you're both twins?
My brother and I, imagine 2 identical twins. You may not believe now, or look at certain pictures, but we're practically the same height, same weight. And clothes on, you don't know who's who. I got my gold tooth, you get gold tooth afterwards. And you have to get a gold tooth to look alike. Fights on top. Him and I used to fight every day. We're fighting for territory in the bedroom.
We'll fight for the territory in the bedroom.
That all belong to you, right? This side of the bed is my side. When we, 3 of us sleep on the bed, right? So when we're told to spread the bed, we use our blanket and just go come this strip. Then I'm gonna come this strip. Then I'm gonna come this strip. There's no one sheet spread the whole bed. Nah. It was land. The bed was like land, and they were marking.
They used to mark their bedrooms. Jeez.
Edges of the bed. That's my territory. You sleep, don't you come over here. It's a box or something. You know? I'm just a fight every day, bro. And top fights on the road. There was not really. I was the aggressive one. Straight. I had a temper. And that's it. When that goes, I don't care who you are, we're fighting. And I only had about, say, 2 fights in primary school. And I'll be quick to fight the guy. For example, I remember being in a class, and the baddest guy in the class, what's his name? Michael. No, what's his name? Gosh, what's his name? After school, I'm trying to remember his name. Oh, not Kevin Dale. Anyway. Something going in the class that day, and the guy pushed my brother. Mistake. No one fights my brother. Only I fight him.
Only I fight my brother.
When he pushed my brother went back, and I think went on a corner, so it's kind of point, so it kind of hurted him. Instinctively, my brother knows I'll snap right then. But it's like he tried to start off like it's alright. No, we're never having it. You see, when the guy down there, it's like he just scanned me quick in the class because he knows it's coming. Bro, I don't know what happened after that in the class, went through. I don't care who you are, you're the baddest.
So is his twin brother? Let me know if you know. Is it his twin brother? I don't know.
After that in the class, went through. I don't care who you are.
Same class, he could have been in the same school, different years. I'm just checking, man.
The baddest, you're gonna get a fight. And you're gonna be the best one to give you. You know? On street, there's nothing. There's like it's like, other than that, I'm fighting my head in secondary school. Bernard Gregory. Bernard was a big boy back then. I was small then. And he's very passionate about basketball and playing. And when you're playing sports, you're playing your bridge, but you're patting your brush more apart, whatever. You can get physical. And when he barred me or pushed me, I was like, nah, that's beyond the game now. When I pushed him back, things were like kind of surprised, like, hold on, you're better than me. So it's like, yeah, after school, fight, Bernard Gregory, twin. And I'm like, gosh, I'll find this guy for. He's bigger than me. It wasn't fair.
Why would I fight this guy? He's bigger than me. It was unfair. Trust me.
He's bigger than me. It wasn't fair. I can't fight him. You can't push me like that. Like if you push me there today, you're gonna push me tomorrow. Now I've got to make a stand now. Even if I lose, you can't push me and get away with it. After school now, had to fight. Oh gosh. Let's give my best shot. All I remember, my brother coming in the fight at some point. So basically, 2 of us on to him, and quickly, there's a guy named Big Bird, Terry Burke. the biggest, strongest guy in the year. He couldn't separate it. Like, no, truth, you can't fight, doing it. But see, once I believe felt the heat, not that he's losing, nah, the fair scrap. But then again, it's just me and my brother in the gym for a few seconds. But in that moment, like, you know what? I'm ain't gonna mess with this guy, you know, because he's serious. And I'm little of him. Yeah. I never really had any fights.
Okay. Well, let's get into what the people are saying.
Yeah.
This is how the people perceived you and your brother as young'uns. And one of the things I heard is from a guy who actually went to primary school with you.
Okay.
He said that you two were fishers from morning. He said back in primary school, were nasty pieces of work.
What's his name? Gosh.
But this is how it was perceived.
Yeah.
It was perceived that you was what you just said there. You was quiet, but you was fishers.
I was a quiet, reserved one.
Yeah, and your brother was perceived as the one who was on anything.
He was.
If it was happening, he was involved. So what would you say to that?
I would say at primary school, Dirk would be more boisterous, more sociable, quick to make friends, and be pally. Me, 2 friends, 2 men, or 1 friend. If something goes wrong, I know who's talking. I don't really need a friend. But yeah, 1 friend, you know, outside like my brother. Yeah, I'll be more sit back and more be observant and build the schedule. How am I to interact with you? You know? Yeah, but Dirk was one of the more outgoing and boisterous, you know.
But they're saying that never stayed in primary school. Them 2 personalities went out onto the roads as you grow bigger and started to progress into the roads. What do you say to that?
Well, in terms of personality, we're identical twins. So we got people's attraction us by physically being present. Because it's 2 guys just like so alike. And then we were artistic. You know? Primary school, we know that the drawer, the best drawer in the school. So like we're known for that. Yeah. And from primary school back to secondary school, I could look back and say, yeah, we were bullies. Far be concerned, when they come in, you gotta give some lunch money, tokens and so forth. You know? But we're not here to hurt you, damage you. We just want you to know. You know, you don't kill the supply. You don't frighten them with you transfer to another school. Just give us a little bit, but leave enough for they can eat. But tomorrow we want something. You know, if we see you coming, we're gonna chase you. Cause it's like back then, like I like to see you running. But it's friendly. But that's in school. But let's take an example now, outside school. Another person trying to message you from a different school. They're in trouble. They'll be like, no, that's our meat they're playing with. You know what I mean? No, we'll look up to you then. But inside school, you have to give us something.
So let me know, what was it like for you growing up in your family? Because anybody who's anybody from your era says that you was from a serious family. Your brothers were serious, your dad was serious. So what did that do for you? What did that make you have to feel you had to come out here and do?
I didn't really feel I need to come out and do anything.
Nah.
You know, but I was aware of the name my brothers had on the road. I knew they were known.
I knew they were known, come on.
You know? I mean, part of the reason why we traveled to Jamaica at a young age because of my older brother's behaviour. Had not my mum taken us out of the country when she did, he would have done the minimum 5 years. And she wasn't standing for that. But she had to get him out of the country. Easily squashed. You know? And yeah, I mean, he tells me certain stories at his young age, robbing, buying, you know? I'm like, wow, at that age? Yeah. But there was nothing where I feel I needed to live up to that name.
Yeah.
Or aspire to that.
Yeah.
That's what my brother had. He has a presence. There's a name in Brixton. And most guys his age anyway.
Yeah.
You know? complicated. And in a sense, it was easy going somewhere. I'll give you an example. One night, I'm coming up with Brooklyn Park, you know. I saw a girl who went into the park to have fun. Came out of the park, the girl, and I see two crackheads. Now I remember, they're not my older brothers, friend. I see them around 16. But they don't recognize me. Just the way they move, like, these guys want to rob me. Now I'm thinking, now physically, now I'm younger now, you know. I don't mind one of them. In fact, I didn't mind two of them. But I know, you know what? One of them definitely got a knife on them. They got a bore. There's no way they're coming out without two of them. So I was more aware of the tool, not their physical appearance. I mean, the worst case scenario, you have a fight, you're going to win, you're going to lose. But you're going to walk away. Well, I thought, oh. Tell me, as they approached me, before they said a word, I looked at them and said, I know you. You're 16, my brother's friend, innit? And so just like, look, plot. 60 young, my brother. Yeah, you look like it. So you know they'll come around and rob you.
Yeah, that's jokes.
I'm telling you. And even so I'm worried now. Even though I'm telling them, I'm still worried. They're crackers. You know? Yeah. So in a sense, that's an example where just your name or older brother name seems about okay, maybe easier in certain cases, you know? Yeah.
Okay, let's go back to your last interview with Drummer. Obviously, big up Drummer, he got that first interview with you. But there were certain things in that interview that certain people said didn't add up.
Okay.
So the first one we're going to put at you is you were saying in that interview that you wasn't really on a lot of stuff back in the day. People are saying you didn't need to be on a lot of stuff back in the day because people were shook of you.
That was true.
You and your brother were so well known in the street.
You get me, like, come on, man. Like, if you go from a young age upwards, because if anyone that's been on the block will know that if you've already got a name from a young age, just keep it real and your name will keep blowing, innit, you know?
It's a Brixton and so well known for knocking dons out. People didn't want that.
You're so well known for knocking dons out, you know.
And so well known for knocking dons out. People didn't want that from you. If they weren't your friends, when they saw you, they walked the other way. Yeah. So that was one of the reasons why you never got into a lot of stuff.
That's the truth. I was training like 3-4 times a day.
Yeah.
My older brother used to call me trainer. And he's come around the house and I'm like, yeah, look. And the power's showing up the muscle because, you know, he's big and like, you know, my dad, from a young age, my dad's a chippy. And back then, you know, them walking the toolbox.
Yeah.
In the arm and the shoulder and biceps. So my dad would come around like, feel his arm like, dad's short, you know. Short, man. His arms are like, gosh, my dad's a superhero to me. I look at his arms like, yeah. Not old about one.
Say the same about mine, bro. Trust me.
Just like that. You know, I'm an older brother now. Much bigger compared to my dad. In terms of stature. You know, he's a big man too. Like, yeah, I was solid, like, big. So I'm like, yeah, when I'm old, I'm gonna be big too. You know? Yeah.
So let's get into something else now. People were saying that back in the day, you were so well respected in the roads of Brixton that if people that were in trouble was in trouble with other people that was known for being on things, they would come to you and your brother. You would have one little word with the other side and they'd be all calm. All the beefs were squashed.
You know,
what's the truth on that?
That has happened. You know, Brixton is a small place. And you got so many schools. And you got gang.
It's small, but compared to like Peckham and Lewisham, I don't think it's as small as them. Obviously, I ain't from there. I drove past there, but yeah, like, I ain't from there. I never chilled there. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't know. But as far as my, like looking at the maps and doing research, Brixton ain't that. It's still in London. You know what I mean? So it ain't that big, but it is quite big compared to like a lot of other places. I think. Yeah, Brixton is compared to a lot of other places in London. It is quite big, but I know what you mean. It's still only Brixton. You know what I mean?
you got so many schools, and you got gang members going to the same school. So in school, I know you're not part of my gang, I know you're 28 or bloods or whatever. So in school, it's fine, you know. On the road, see you, it's fine. If something happens now, there's a code, a gang code. It's unspoken. If there's an issue, well, you go to the leader or the main person, the representative of a gang, you go talk to that person. You know, don't do something, and it may not be approved. You need to go to the top in your gang and say, we want to do this. Well, you have to have a good thing. You know, because it could be, you know, it could be full scale. I want to say full scale back then, it's just physical really. The odd little pen knife will come out and that little prick. You know? But in terms of fight, when you're young, you just don't want to get a punch.
Yeah.
That is jokes, I like that.
Okay, well let's get into something else now. I want to see what you think on this. Certain people, and this come from, I'll tell you about 6 people said this.
Yeah.
They said that you and your brother's respect levels were so good back in the day, and you had everybody who was on stuff on the same par with you in respect levels, that you two could have been the black version of the KRAYS if you would have patterned it right, but you never.
You know what?
What's the talk on that?
I always knew that.
Yeah.
I knew that. It's like, there's no talk, I knew that.
I can tell you this. You've got 2 brothers that look alike. Physically strong in training. Jealous. Oh, the girl snub story. I wasn't me, was him. Wasn't me, was him. And then, even in the gang, there was no one say, yeah, you the leader. You look who were the strongest. But influential. And it was made easy by my older brother, Faisal.
Yeah.
Really. You know? But yeah, when we walked, the gang walked. And when we stopped, they stopped. And there have been incidents with like older guys now. When I have an incident with one of the men, I mean, I don't say older guys, I was probably like say 4 years older than me. Want to take a beef out of some guy in the gang. That's on the hierarchy level. Where there's no leader. I'm not the leader. On the hierarchy level, you know, you have Desmond, back then his name was Demon, you had Shocker, you had Sting, you had Boo. I mean, following concern, that was the gang. Everyone else that came along with it, with the 20 others, 30 others, you know, the sidekicks, so to speak.
Yeah.
You know? You know, I remember hanging around Haiti Road and they had some members of the gang. Oh no, you stay. I want to no, stay. For me, it's like, if anything goes off, you're physically gonna give up a good fight and you can't run fast enough, so you stay.
Yeah.
But now these young guys now, they're bigger than me. Charles Oakley, you're a powerhouse. You know? Thunder, oh gosh. Oh, Patrick. Man. Our respect level was there.
Yeah.
It could be felt.
Yeah.
As I could say the same for some other people. Peers growing up, you know. Yeah. You had like other gangs like Hangman Posse, Axeman Posse. You know, you had a guy they called Rapist in there, for example. Not a nice name. That was name. The guy they called Rapist in there, for example. Not a nice name. That was name. I look at these guys and think, wow, these are guys I don't know. Like around my brother's age group, that era, you know? And I look at this, why is this little brother then? Yeah. You know, you see us walking with him with a smile, you know? But yeah, we were serious back then in terms of, we're so serious, you don't want to have any fight or any issues.
Yeah.
So we had the biggest gang. In terms of numbers, no, up to this day, I've never met a gang more so than Untouchables.
Yeah.
Never. And we're physically ready.
What was so the Untouchables was the gang. I don't, where were they then?
Yeah.
Never.
When were they?
Man, we're
I'm trying to
physically ready.
think if I've ever heard of these people. I don't think I have.
Untouchables.
Yeah.
Never.
Dennis Reynolds' name rings a big name. It could have been something I don't know.
And we're physically ready.
Yeah.
We're coming.
It's alright, because we're going to get
We're coming
into
to your
those.
area.
Ah.
You don't have to wait. We come to you. Yeah.
We're going to get into them untouchables real soon. And let's get back to you, and as a youth,
Yeah.
what was it like for you money-wise? Like, what was you getting job-wise as a youth? Was there jobs out here for you growing up?
It was hard to get a job.
Yeah.
But for me, I remember my first job was stacking shelves
Yeah.
in a local shop. Round where I live. I think I was getting 70 pence an hour.
Yeah.
And I was saving up this money to get a pair of waffles or a pair of jeans, or I felt good in the
Yeah.
holidays. There's no pocket money. Yeah. Coming from a family of 9 children, money is scarce.
Yeah.
Dad's a hard working man, he's always worked. Well, I've took my hat for that. He's always worked and come home and sleep.
Yeah.
Old man. And yeah.
So what was the pressures on you on the roads that made you not want to stick with jobs like your dad did and come in and sit down knowing you've done a hard day's work, rather hitting the roads and seeing what money was out there for you? What was you seeing that made you want to take that fast money route?
I mean, the first thing that you see is like, oh, guy's got nice trainers on,
Yeah.
nice clothes on. I've got a lot of money. I won't get the money from. Nah, I'm one of those guys, I couldn't snatch your hand back. I look at the person as my mum or my sister, my auntie. I couldn't do that. I couldn't even burgle. I just can't go into your house and do that.
So I feel you.
I'd fight you though. Or need my help in something, I'll do it and you pay me. Liquor tech would describe as snatching a handbag back then, Couldn't do it. Drugs? Couldn't do it. Once I transported something, but I couldn't do drugs. It's to me, you got that scales and it's just too tedious for me, and then all this and nah. I'll
Too genius for me.
want the money like bam bam done. So in terms of money, like when I was young, as I said, I worked in a shop stacking shelves. I thought, I can't do this. It's little money. What can I do to make money? In a way, I started cutting my brother's hair, start cutting each other's hair. Well, Dad's teaching us. First we just learn practicing each other. Then we ask them questions. Then we stopped asking them questions. Then they realised we stopped asking for haircuts. Because we're cutting each other's hair. Then we started cutting our friends' hair. Now we're not cutting their hair for money, we're just cutting their hair because we want to see how good they are, how we're improving. Then we realised they're not going to the barbershops no more, they're coming around to the house. Mum said, no, you have to charge them. Charge them £3 or something. I'll charge them £3. There's no time to charge them £5. And then friends, all the brothers coming and family members say, yeah, you know what? This barbering team, this is my pocket money. So when I left school, there was no more lunch money. As far as that's concerned, you left school, got find work. If you go to college, you don't give me no money. So I'm cutting for my money. And drawing artists too. I'm drawing you tag your name and the caricatures, colour name. And they give me the money. Yeah, can do that, do that.
And they gave you the money. Simple.
Draw it, thank you, money. So that was that sort of kept us from anything extreme. We enjoyed it too.
Yeah. So let's go on to now, before any gangs, before any roads. When you was young, like you say, your dad was a chippy, he worked hard. What did you want to be? What was you saying to yourself, that's what I'm going to do when I'm older?
I despise my dad's job. Not him. And his example, just a job. My dad could barely scratch his name. Couldn't read. He's walking the newspaper like he can read. But you give him any blueprints, any plans, any measurements, any weights. and he can convert it into other ways. That was his thing. You know, poor man had dyslexia, but back then you consider my idiot, you're a fool. You know? Well, it's dyslexia most of us had. Unaware.
Yeah.
Besides that, his childhood from an early age of 13, they start work. So they didn't have no school. They didn't receive no education. You know, so obviously God's parents, so the gift he gave, you know, to feed us.
Yeah. Okay, let's go deep now. We're going to get into the untouchables. Now, what you're about to hear is not going to be something that you might like, but it's got to be cleaned up. Now, it starts like this. When Drummer done his interview with you, he labelled it as you was the leader of the Untouchables.
Can you just check one thing? Yeah, I'm only checking out people because I didn't want it freezing when I'm half an hour in, boy.
He labelled it as you was the leader of the Untouchables, you and your brother. Now, I've had connection with people that were in the Untouchables with you. And he said that you was nothing like the leader. Basically, the Untouchables started in Ipswich in a boarding school where there was 10 to 15 members, all from different parts of Britain. That's the reason it spread so far. And in those, the reason why...
You know what, before I have my speak on this, because I don't know the Untouchables rules, I don't know nothing, everything starts from somewhere. You know what I mean? Everybody starts from somewhere. Like, the first person to pick up a microphone and talk to it wasn't the person that made the mic. You know what I mean? Like, it's just that if you're from the roads, you don't even need to worry about that question. You'll have an answer. To be fair, this guy, my bad about the face mask, man. I'm getting my teeth sorted, I'm getting that done. But this guy seems as real as it comes. This whole interview, he has been real. Like, he ain't acted bad or nothing. He just said what they've been asking him all the bad man questions. They've been asking him. He's just been agreeing. He ain't been acting. You know what I mean? So I rate that, man.
10 to 15 members, all from different parts of Britain. That's the reason it spread so far. And in those, the reason why it become called the Untouchables, because everybody used to talk about their favourite movies. And one of the movies that...
Untouchables is my favourite movie. Scarface is hard, but it's got nothing on the Untouchables. Easy, a sick movie.
Everybody used to talk about their favourite movies. And one of the movies that kept coming up was the Untouchables. Nobody ever said specifically that we're going to be called that. But it kind of just flooded out there like that. And another reason why they were so well established before it hit the streets of Brixton is because it started in an era where there was a lot of white racist crews. And they was the one crew that started shouting all them, like, let's say the skinheads with the big boots and that they're not having that no more. This is a team of black men that is not having nobody do any racist stuff to them, and they're on this.
I rate that.
What would you say to what I've just told you?
That's the first time I've heard such crap.
Yeah?
In fact, I'm astonished.
Yeah.
So it's just lies. It's just lies. It's literally, that's a member from the thing, but it could have been one of the members that started it in the boarding school that's trying to lie about it. You know what I mean? We don't know who that member is. Clearly, we don't know. He didn't say an official member that used to chill with you, so I don't know.
After them, and they're on this. What would you say to what I've just told you?
That's the first time I've heard such crap.
Yeah?
In fact, I'm astonished.
Yeah. So you're saying, to your knowledge, it never started in Ipswich in a ball.
This is why I rate the hardest. Other interviewers wouldn't go this far.
In school.
Untouchables started around Hayter Road within the block of flats.
Yeah?
Untouchables started around Hayter Road within the block of flats.
Yeah?
Where Dennis the Barty lived, with his brother Patrick the Barty,
Yeah.
and his brother Gilbert. You more or less could call their flat, their mum's flat. You could make a call. That was our headquarters.
Yeah.
That flat. Then you had their neighbours, Boo, Colin Oakley and his younger brother Charles.
Yeah.
All of them were in the block.
Yeah.
we would travel to go to the block. You know?
Yeah. So what if I was to say to you that one of the guys that was well known from your area,
Yeah.
who's got enough respect for you, let's not get it twisted,
Yeah.
but he was one of them that was living in that boarding school. He was there when that all started to ease memory.
Okay, now we got a bit more information.
I don't know what cartoon series he's watching though. Let's talk about the day. Untouchable starting Hater.
Yeah.
I don't know what cartoon series.
He was there, but he was one of them that was living in that boarding school. He was there when that all started to ease memory.
I don't know what cartoon series he's watching though.
Oh, he killed it, he killed it.
Let's talk about the day. Untouchable starting Hater.
Yeah.
Hater Road in that local place.
Alright, so let me ask you, why was you called the Untouchables? Where did the actual name come from? Who staged the name?
I remember correctly. Steen got a brother named K-Boy. We just called him Happy Boy.
Yeah.
You know? K-Boy, I remember him thinking of a name one day he was around. Now, K-Boy's a younger guy to us.
Yeah.
No, the main man Sting's younger brother, he's like idolizing his brother and thinking, you know what? He was so cool. Remember the discussion, he just said, yeah, the Untouchables. And I smiled at it. You know, it's not like I gave it, I was like, yeah, whatever. Untouchables. And that's how I felt back then. Untouchable.
Yeah.
And that's how I felt, untouchable.
Really felt untouchable.
Yeah.
Seriously, I believe it, I am untouchable.
Yeah.
In terms of, yeah. What am I frightened of? Look at our numbers. You know, started February, as you grew, you're like, gosh, this is a classroom walking on the street. You know? Now, which group right now walking on the street, this is a group, can handle us.
Yeah.
And we're physical too. We do our press ups and our push ups and we're playing with our dumbbells. Like it's cornflakes every morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're ready. There was no opposing gang out there.
Yeah.
On a physical level, in our age bracket. You know?
Okay, so we get it cleared up, the people that have took to the Untouchables and through the years still talk on them, still think they know what's what. How many official members was there at the beginning of the team that can really say we were the Untouchables that started this thing?
Good question. Sting. I belong with David Arena. He used to go to Dick Shepherd School.
Yeah.
Along with Colin Oakley and Charles Oakley.
Yeah.
And Jimmy AP.
Yeah.
Dick Shepherd School. I'm from Dick Shepherd School too, also my brother. Then they had Desmond, who lives too, also my brother. Dick Shepherd School. Jimmy AP.
Yeah.
Dick Shepherd School. I'm from Dick Shepherd School too, also my brother. Then they had Desmond, who lives, I think Desmond lived on Branksome Road, or Hater Road. Dick Shepherd School.
Yeah.
Along with Colin Oakley.
Started this thing.
Good question. Sting. I belong with David Arena. He used to go to Dick Shepherd School.
Yeah.
Along with Colin Oakley and Charles Oakley.
Yeah.
And Jimmy AP.
Yeah.
Dick Shepherd School.
You say he lives at the school?
I'm from Dick Shepherd School too, also my brother.
What?
They had Jimmy AP.
Yeah.
Dick Shepherd School.
No, he didn't say he lived. What did he say? I don't know. It just wouldn't make sense.
Jimmy AP.
Yeah.
Dick Shepherd School.
Man.
I'm from Dick Shepherd School too, also my brother. They had Desmond,
Something else.
who lives, I think
Yeah, he does live at the school. That's when he lives. Shit. So the other guy lived at the school, I'm guessing. I don't even need to do the adding up. You could do the adding up. Clearly, then, I don't know. I think that's what he said. It's literally that one word I couldn't understand. The hell? What's wrong with my ears, bro?
Desmond lived on Branksome Road, or hetero. We used to call him Demon. That's dark. Shocker. And then you have the younger brothers, or some of those members were called like, well, you had Dennis.
So if anyone did live in the school, that clearly makes sense why people wanted to, yeah.
We are known as Thunder. We used to call him Joker back then, but then it turned to Thunder. Then it's Patrick. Your brother Patrick cuts here Nights Hill now.
Yeah.
Then Gilbert. I think Gilbert's a gas technician. Then you got Monster. And he was the youngest brother. He was the youngest age. I used to bring my girlfriend's little brother around to the flat. And the brother's older than him, bigger than him. And every now and then, like, yeah, be your youngest brother out there, Dennis. Then fight. You know? And the way Monster was going on my girlfriend's younger brother. We had to fight quickly because he's just ferocious and vicious. You know? So these guys like watching us around through the windows or seeing the gang thinking, whatever they're thinking, will influence them. I mean, Monster right now is serious.
Yeah.
You know? When I say he's serious, he's gone through his journey, and now he's on down the road, got a shop, selling sandwiches, even paninis and the hot chocolate in the morning. Respectable business.
Yeah.
He's had a few businesses he's tried out.
Yeah.
You know, another guy named Chad. Chad was the road from Hater Road. And now these weren't main guys, but they grew up around us. They saw us. And more or less, they could call themselves untouchables. Those who are moving the street. And more or less, they could call themselves untouchables. Those who are moving the street. And these guys, we definitely influenced them. Because the route they took wasn't the happy route. It wasn't the righteous route. But where they end up today, I've got business in Brian. I was called the juice bar. God, I mean, yeah, some happy stories.
Yeah.
Some happy end results.
So being as so many of you have gone on to do good, like you've all ended up with good businesses, your minds are right, you're trying to do positives. What do you feel now when you see so many gang members in prison in the grave, knowing that they repped something that ended up being their lives?
I feel sad for the loved ones they left behind.
Trust me, man. Hundreds.
I feel sad for the loved ones they left behind. I feel sad for the position their souls are likely to be in. I mean, here I'm sitting down before you, right? With all the delegates and so forth, and the leader and so forth. But one thing is true. You're gonna get your judgment. You know, and there is the Creator. And you can't escape that. So no matter what you're going on with, you know, you're gonna have to answer that.
Yeah, real talk.
You gotta know how you're gonna live your story. Because your story is gonna face you one day.
Trust me, I feel you, trust me.
And if you haven't repented, if you haven't repented for your sins, and you haven't been baptized this first thing, and you pass this life, this chanting, without being redeemed, woe unto you and your soul.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm like today. You know? When I see these guys in prison or they're it's like a vicious cycle. They have angry brothers, younger brothers, older brothers, angry sisters, you know, rips family apart. It's spiral of madness and decay. Yeah, it's horrible.
That is so true because it affects everybody around you. It changes people's mind states, like, you know what I mean? Like, trust me.
I only wish, and I believe every person at some point in their life will see the truth. And in that moment, you decide in your heart, you're going to allow the truth to deal with you, to carry you through, or you're going to reject it for your own idea.
Yeah.
And if you reject it, and no matter how many times you try and present yourself to deal with it and you reject it, there'll come a time is the last time it's come to you. When you reject it, the truth will make you believe the lie as to be the truth. You're naked and you think you've got clothes on. You've got clothes on and you think you're naked. You know, and I see these youngsters now, how they're living. I think you are so deceived by the idea that this is good. Maybe good in the moment because of your pride and your ego. Yeah, it feeds your pride and your ego. But where's your pride and your ego going to get you? What's the end result of your pride and ego?
Yeah. Okay, let's take it back again to the heyday of the Untouchables. We need you to remind us of the meetups. The meetups where you'd be at the skateboard park in Brixton and everyone would have their little punch-ups just to see who was on it and who wasn't on it within the team. We want to know, did you ever get the wrong end of a little punch-up within the team to see who was on it and who wasn't?
I've never been knocked out. I've never been on the end of a punch-up where, ooh, really got.
But were those punch-ups really happening? Like I was told about them. Did you used to meet up and have little punch-ups in the team to see who was really about it?
We may have a little fun around the flats.
Yeah.
Well, I don't recall going to stop a skateboard park having a punch-up.
Nah.
I remember going to a skateboard park to steal bikes.
Oh yeah.
I love my bike, I ride my bike, and if I see you riding and I say, oh, your bike's nice, hold
Yeah.
on to mine, ride yours, say it feels. I'll ride up to your bike and leave mine, because your bike's better than mine. Well, in some case, you don't ride my bike, someone else holds my bike.
Yeah.
And I'll come up to you, oh, look at your bike. Once I get on that bike,
We're push bike stealing, but that's what we used to do. Just grab some D-locks, see if we can see some bike, see a better bike, we'll just leave the other one there. You know what I mean? Like we'll go out, get a bike, and then as we're riding back, if there's a better bike, fuck that out, why do we need this bike? If there was two sick bikes, we wouldn't leave a bike, we would carry it. But if we, you know what I mean? Like, yeah,
I'm gone. So that's another place that's to make money.
I meant wheel it, not carry it, my bad.
Once I get on that bike, I am gone. So that's another place that's to make money. I steal bikes, or like your party bike and take them to see. And that's it right before your face.
Yeah.
You don't see me for a few days, I come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what about in the flats little messes about? What was the worst thing that you ever saw going into those little punch-ups that were mess about with a team?
There was nothing vicious or.
Nah.
You know what? If it happened, I wasn't there.
Yeah.
But don't get me wrong.
You get me? Man don't want it to be like, yeah, like it didn't happen. But if it did happen, I wasn't there. Like, you just being honest, man. I was there.
You know what? If it happened, I wasn't there.
Yeah.
But don't get me wrong. I just like to see a little fight, little stuff. Even if I'm not fighting.
Yeah.
You know? I like boxing. Yeah, Tyson's out there knocking out.
I like boxing. We had Tyson back then. Like, alright, come on.
I'm not fighting.
Yeah.
You know? I like boxing. Yeah, Tyson's out there knocking at people like, yeah. I want to look like him.
Yeah.
You know, I want to back neck like him and get your heavyweight and do your, yeah. And I did watch fight. Even not fight, I enjoy watching a fight.
Yeah.
It's a good balance fight, but it's hard to choose who's going to win.
Yeah.
You know? I never forget the name of Parrow. He fought a guy named, his name, Gary or Gavin? Gavin from my school. I think it's Gary. Gary was my school. Gary, just short, little, muscular, bullet head guy. He was at school. And Parrow, like flimsy, like a flyweight. You know? And I was like, whatever big films you got into at Brooklyn Park, it was on.
Yeah.
No, I'm not both of you. One's in the game, but one's goes to my school. They're both families, so to speak. Okay, you guys want to fight? Okay, here's the rules. When one of you shout out your hand to finish, another blow going to be thrown.
Yeah.
You fight until one of you concede. One of you got to say, stop. And it stops. For me, it's like, we're not trying to kill each other, you know. Just letting off steam.
Yeah.
You know? Have a good little scrap. When these two guys started to fight, I was shocked to see what Parrow was doing to Gary. Hand speed, movements, fast.
Whew.
I was shocked, and then Gary got tired. I was like, wow. Everyone was shocked someone got Para, Para, where'd that come from? You just look at them thinking, this guy's finished. Bullet, guy gonna eat him.
Yeah.
On the day it wasn't so, you know. Yeah, can't judge a book by the cover.
Okay. So I want to ask you the blatant way that obviously you've.
PPM TV. I'm watching the second one right now, but I'm going to do this in 2 parts just to make it easier. Yeah, it's just better. We're halfway through near enough, so I might as well just stop it now. I'm literally going to just stop this recording and go get a drink and restart it. So yeah, I'll be back in a sec.